there are reasons why you should still stay at your parents' house. Hey writers, I'm Rosy Hernandez. Welcome back to my channel. You're probably wondering if it's too soon or maybe too late to move out of your parents' house. Now, I am here to give you some advice. I'm going to give you my honest opinion, and this is advice that I would give to my own children. So listen up. I'm going to be completely and brutally honest. I am going to give you a specific age that I think if you are still living at your parents' house at this time, you should definitely consider moving out and try to move out as soon as possible. Now, I am going to be making another video on what to do before you move out. So make sure you check that out because you want to have a plan. You don't want to just move out. Maybe you're mad at your parents, or you guys are fighting, or maybe they have certain rules that you don't agree with and that's why you want to move out. Or you just feel like you want more freedom. You feel like you're older and you're like, I have got to move out. Now, if that's the case, I totally understand, but there are reasons why you should still stay at your parents' house, and I'm going to tell you why. So there are some questions that you need to ask yourself, and actually, if you can please leave your answers in the comments section for me, I am really curious to know, why is it that you want to move out? Ask yourself, why do I want to move out? What is the real reason? Is it for freedom? Is it because you're 29, you're almost 30, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm about to turn 30. I need to move out of my parents' house. Is it because you're fighting with your boyfriend maybe? Or I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. Most of the time it's because you live at your parents and you want to move out of your parents' house, right? Ask yourself, do you have the money to move out? Do you have a car, right? Answer these questions in the comments below because I want to know. If you're planning on moving out, do you already own a car outright, or do you have a monthly payment, or is it a lease? Do you know where you want to move, right? Because do you want to stay in the same city, or do you want to even stay in the same state? Where do you want to move to? Have a specific plan. Like, this is what my other video is going to be about. You have to have a plan. You can't just go off of feeling, right? You want to be smarter than that. You want to be well prepared. Why? Because the last thing that you want to do is move out of your parents' house and then end up moving back in a few years because you weren't prepared. You weren't mentally prepared. You weren't prepared monetarily. You didn't know what it took to live on your own. You thought you did. You had this idea. You had this picture in your mind, but you actually didn't. And so now you're moving back into your parents' house because you didn't have a plan and you didn't know exactly what you were doing. So you have to know why you're moving out. Do you have money saved? Do you have a car that's already paid for? Another thing that you want to know is, do you want to live in a gated community? Do you want to have roommates, or do you actually want to live on your own? Because are you planning on moving in with your friends, or are you planning on moving in with a cousin or with a boyfriend? Or you're like, no, I want my own place. I need to move out on my own. You have to answer all of these questions and be completely honest with yourself and know what it is that you want before you move out and before you even start a plan. Now, I did say that I was going to tell you what age I think is like the time that you should move out. Basically, I think that 25 years old is like a good sweet spot. You've learned a lot. You've had time to be at your parents' house. If you are 18, 19, 20, 21, and you're watching this video, this is the perfect time to prepare to move out by the time that you're 25. If you're 25 and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm already 25, it's okay. It's the sweet spot, like I said. So if I were you, I would try to get out of your parents' house by the time you're 27. You know, give yourself like 2 years. And in my next video, you'll know why I say 2 years. There's going to be a plan, and there's going to be a reason why you're going to give yourself 2 years to be prepared to move out. Now, if you're in a situation where you're fighting with your parents or you don't like their rules, just hang in there, okay? I'm telling you, it is not the end of the world. It is much harder to live on your own and have to pay for rent or a mortgage and bills and really take care of yourself, cook your own food, maybe buy takeout every day because you don't know how to cook. There are so many things that you're gonna have to do, and it's so much harder than you think. And I know you probably think that the grass is greener on the other side, and it is greener if you're prepared, right? So don't do it prematurely. Don't move out before you're actually prepared to move out and you've actually done the work. So that is my answer. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Besitos.